Hi all, welcome to the League SBC guide for the Championship. Definitely a very tasty SBC to do in all honesty, so if you could smash the like, be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GSLegend. All the links are down below for playlist on the channel and social media links as always. Now, this SBC roughly costs between 164 and 178k. This is what we've worked it out as. Fairly straightforward, 215 and 220k worth of packs, 264 players required, 100 to 127k coin return. Now Aston Villa, fairly straightforward, an 8 to 10k spend. Only a few players really worth a bit of expense, and 2 in Zabe, but nothing to really break the bank with. The good thing is, out of the entire league, you only need one player on loyalty over the whole entire league. Now you could get away with it and not need loyalty, but then you are kind of then having to spend a little bit more money. With Birmingham, fairly straightforward for 6k, small gold players pack, no one's really expensive or breaking the bank at all. 6.25k pack this, with a 3 to 4k coin return, nothing overly to worry about, and this is kind of the theme now with this league. It's levelled out fairly nicely. Blackburn, same rules apply for a 5 to 6k spend. Premium silver players packs roughly around a 7k pack for what I understand. Just to say as well, with this league, you get Forestieri or Curtis Davies as your cards to obtain through the SBC. With Bolton, not too difficult either, 7k spend, 5-6k pack, small prime mixed players pack. This is the one thing with this SBC, there's not many standout packs, I will admit that. There's only a couple really that kind of whet your appetite, and then the rest are just kind of fairly flat, which is a bit annoying really, but you just have to get on with it. Brentford is a 5k pack for a 5 to 6k spend. It shows when you can put a midfielder like Sawyers in goals, it kind of helps, and Watkins is not too bad either, but it's fairly straightforward. This is the theme. The only times it really gets expensive and annoying are when you're getting to teams either be Derby County or Middlesbrough or Sheffield Wednesday. They're kind of the expensive teams. Bristol City, fairly straightforward as well. 5 to 6k pack as well in the form of a prime silver players pack, 5-6k spend. In terms of like these returns, we're roughly putting them between them all between 2k at the very lowest, the very highest being 10k. But these type of packs we're assuming are 3 to 4k coin returns. You'd at least hope that you're getting a couple decent cards and then taking it from there. Derby County, as I said, is a 10 to 12k pack for a premium Electrum players pack, which is a 12.5k pack, 5-6k return. You're just mostly paying like a k a time for some of the more expensive players. That's where the real spends are, like Anya and Tom Lawrence, Marriott, these type of players. Curtis Davies obviously is cheap. Carson and is not too bad either, but it's the kind of, some of these teams are like dirt cheap. Like Hull is 4-5k spend for a 5k pack. You could almost say, and same for Ipswich for this matter, that both these teams are potentially worth doing for the spend and for the pack. Like if you're spending 4k and it's maybe a 4k return, because all you need is like one decent player in the pack, either one decent player or one decent consumable. If you were to get like a Hunter or a Shadow, then suddenly that's the pack made back. But Blazikowski, or how's his name, the goalkeeper for Ipswich, he just pretty much helps out, and that's why it's good to get so many bronzes in that team. Leeds is another expensive one, around an 8k spend. It was expensive initially when you were building it, but it's kind of levelled out quite nicely. It's not too bad now or strenuous in the slightest, but obviously still it's not the cheapest of spends. Now Middlesbrough is a 14 to 16k spend for a 25k pack. It's mostly the defensive mids. You're paying around at least 1,000 coins a card. Like Friend is a couple K. The centre backs are like 1 to 1.5. Then the midfields are pretty much the same, sometimes nearer the higher end, even pushing towards 2k at times. And this is how it equates to like a 14-16k spend. The wingers aren't cheap either. You could be patient and get them on snipe, but regardless, it isn't the easiest to kind of get away with cheap. Millwall, fairly straightforward for a 5k spend for a mixed players pack. I think out of all the SBCs, this could be up there for like one of the worst packs. Like the mixed players packs aren't great whatsoever. It's not appealing in the slightest, and it just kind of feels like a worthless pack to just throw in. Then Norwich, not too bad in the form of an Electrum players pack, 10k, 7-8k spend. Cruel helps for rating in regards to this. No one majorly expensive now. Your biggest spend will really be about 1,000 coins a card, but even then, there's not many now over that. They're all around that 500-600 coin mark. In Nottingham Forest, this was fairly expensive initially, and then it kind of levelled out quite nicely, and now around that 7-8k mark for a jumbo gold pack. Would say, in all honesty, nothing majorly worries. Good thing is Gil Diaz is the common card that you see in this particular route. Then Preston, these guys, honestly, it's mental that they've got some high rated cards in the team, yet it's 7-8k small prime Electrum players pack, which is a 10k pack. You'd almost think, in a sense, could they give this a higher rated pack still and maybe just tweak the overall to nearer 7, like even just do like 1 rating higher, because you could almost feel, would they then have a higher pack value, maybe like a 15k pack potentially, or a 12.5k. With QPR, they've got a few players in their team as well that make it over at high rated. Like you've got Jeff Cameron in there that's 73 rated, but it's like, it's just a theme. Like like with some of these teams, the goalkeepers or even the strikers are like the ones that you're chucking in that are like the bronzes and the silvers, like the low rate silvers or like even the low bronzes. It just kind of makes it all work. But mixed players pack as well for QPR, which is not the most ideal, but you just get on with it. Reading's a premium gold pack, 4k spend on the PS4, 5-6k spend on the Xbox One, and nothing too strenuous, I would say. It's just more a case of getting Liam Moore in and you build a team around him. Quite possible, in fact, this is actually the worst pack out of them all, is the small prime silver players pack for Rotherham. It's a 3k pack, maybe even pushing into 2k, and it's a 4k spend on PS4, 6k on the Xbox, 5 you can get away with 4-5k even on the Xbox if you really tried. It's just annoying really how they can justify that, even that kind of spend for such a pathetic pack. Like 6 players and it's not exactly appealing. Gold pack for Sheffield United, I'm quite shocked at this one really. I would have thought they might have given us a little bit better, and even then Sheffield United I thought they might have done a little bit higher still. As I said, maybe even a 70, but a gold pack, 45k total spend. Like defence, there's so many, there's tons, I think there's like 8 defenders that you can work from. You can even get away with mids in defence, and you're not really stretching yourself too far. Sheffield Wednesday for a 70 rated squad, 13 to 15k spend, is a rare gold pack. This one is expensive. You're pretty much paying 1,000 coins a card. The only times that you're not are like the forwards or Westwood. Pretty much the back 5 are at least 1,000 coins a card. You're 12 to 1,500. Guys like Lees and Puelapuzzi are like 1,000 coins each. If you're really good on your sniping and or bids, you can get them for a little bit cheaper. Stokes a 15k pack. This was extortionate initially. This was like double your value. This was like 20 to 25k. It's now 11k. Tom Ince was the kind of card that you weren't initially putting in. He was pretty much making the route expensive, And people were still doing this route where you need a loyalty change loyalty or position changes. This requires nothing because we managed to ensure that Tom Ince was in and it worked perfectly fine. Swansea City, small goal players pack for 5-6k spend. That's a 6.25k pack in case you're wondering. Boney and Montero just pretty much make this team, and then it's just getting the rest of the squad from like McBurney, and you're not really in Donda, you're not in Van der Horn, you're not having to really toil in this one whatsoever. Now West Brom does need a position change or a loyalty in the form of Jay Rodriguez. If you don't do it, you're then having to spend nearer 15k. Now striker at centre forward I believe is only a few hundred coins, or maybe even zilch if you've got them from the objectives, but it's a 9-10k spend with going the one loyalty through Jay Rodriguez. It's not honestly difficult. Even one of the centre backs, if you have them packed and put CDM, then it helps as well, and then you're suddenly sorted. That's all you need is one loyalty. No, don't worry about a position change. In all honesty, try and save your coins. And the last route is Wigan, 6k pack. 5-6k pack for a 6k spend of a prime silver players pack. And there's no one really expensive that stands out, which is quite good with this. Most of the players are like 500 coins a pack, a player even. But as a whole, for a 164 to 178k spend, can obviously be done a lot cheaper on bids depending on how good you are. But is it worth it? It's going to be tight. Will be tight determining on where it goes. You save a bit of coins in the long run. But let me know in the comments below if you've done this at all. Smash the like as always, sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, G is a legend, and I'll catch you all later.